What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of All Mouth Bassing. Today I'm out at the Pueblo Reservoir again. I spend a lot of time out here in the summer, so a lot of these videos will be out here. I'm actually at a spot I've never really fished before though. I've fished in other areas of this cove, but this spot specifically, it's pretty new to me. It's my first time even walking down here. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I could get on some bass. I'm gonna throw a cat line out with a hot dog on it, see if maybe there are any catfish in here. I know there's loads of carp in here, but I actually don't have any carp bait with me today. So it's gonna be cats and bass today mostly. That's gonna be the focus anyway. So hopefully I could get on something. Wish me luck, and we're gonna get after it and see how it goes. All right, guys, I got this stinky old chunk of hot dog that's been sitting in my car for a while. Well, I got a whole pack of them, but I took this chunk off. Hopefully it'll stay on. I think it'll stay on a little better now. It kind of hardened up a little sitting in my car like that. So I think they'll stay on a little better, because the other day I tried tossing one out and it flung right off. I'm hoping to have a little better luck with it today. Just gonna give it a relatively gentle cast to hopefully avoid that issue. There we go. It stayed on, I think. That's awesome. I didn't see it fly off anyway. Alright guys, I've got this Finesse TRD Ned rig on. I think it's by Z-Man, and I've been having some pretty good luck with it. I actually just caught my best largie of 2021 yesterday with it, and that was over at Fountain Lake in Pueblo. Now I'm over in Pueblo West at the Pueblo Reservoir, or Lake Pueblo State Park, and I haven't really thrown a lot of Ned rigs out here. But my one buddy, Hunter, was out here having some really good luck with Ned rigs recently. And like I said, I had some pretty great luck in some other water with it recently as well. So that's the plan. Hopefully we get on some bass. I don't think it's unlikely. I like this little cove I'm in. I've never fished this particular spot in this little cove, but I know that this cove stacks up pretty well with bass. And yeah. I wouldn't blow my mind if I got on a couple. Oh, that's a good fish. Let's go. I love these Ned rigs, man. That's a decent smallie. Hell yes, that's a good fish. Let's go, guys. 2-pounder all day. Gorgeous example of a Lake Pueblo smallmouth. Decent fish, for sure. Fought like crazy. I expected it to be a little bigger, to be completely honest. It fought real nice. Awesome. All right, guys, let's get this beautiful bass back in the water. Wouldn't let go of my thumb for a sec. Clamped right down on me. This Elastic's some tough stuff. It'll get torn up in weird ways, and it'll make the bait sit strange on the hook, but it won't really ruin the functionality. It'll still catch fish. They just look funny to a person looking at them. It's not gonna look like a perfect rig. All right, let's see if we could make that happen again. I actually expected that to be a largie the way it was fighting. It just felt heavy at first, really sunk down into the bottom. And then about midway into the fight, it started acting more like a smallie. Okay. Get out of here. It's got a big old sunny. Cool. I watched him come up after it and everything. I was actually swimming it, which is really funny, because that's really not the method I usually use to catch anything with one of these. Man, I'm kind of tempted to cut this guy up and turn him into bait. I don't know, it's tempting. No, I might turn him into bait. I'm thinking about it. Okay guys, I just cut that sunny I caught in half and turned it into cut bait. I'm gonna pull this hot dog back in and trade it out for that sunny's head, because I think it's got a better chance of hooking me up with a cat than the hot dog. Hook still has some exposure. I'm gonna chuck it out there and hope for a bite. The nice thing about throwing baits that size is if you get a bite, you know it's gonna be a big bite. Nothing little is taking something that big. All right guys, now that we got that cut bait rigged up and out in the water, gonna go ahead and keep throwing this Ned rig and hope for some more bass. Got a couple more hours till midday heat, so should be somewhat of a bite left. Alright guys, my battery died, so I had to walk over and grab my battery pack. And sorry, I'm spacing. I think there's a carp right in front of me I was looking at. But anyway, had to go grab a battery pack, and now I'm over at a different little spot I walked over to, casting here. Try to get on some bass. Big old bass. I believe it's a bass anyway by the bank right here. Might have been a carp. There's a fish. All right, let's go. Something decent. Oh, not that big actually. I was caught up in a lot of weeds, but still a little smaller than the first one. Still a decent smallie. It's a little skinny. If it had some girth, oh geez, if it had some girth, it'd be a lot better fish. But I'll take it. Let's go. Long skinny one. All right guys, let's get this skinny guy back in the water. All right. Yeah, that smallie felt like a big fish coming through all them weeds. But once it busted out of them weeds, I could feel what it really was. Oh well, still a decent catch. I'm happy with it. Not too dinky or anything, just not a huge one. Wow. Oh man. Something big hit that right when it landed and I lost it. What a freaking bummer. Wow. Man, that was probably a really big fish. It felt like it. What the heck? Oh, no, guys. What a bummer. Maybe I could get back on that fish. Wow. I saw some fry swimming around over there, so I was like, I wonder if there's anything guarding those. And sure enough, there was something big out there. Just smashed it right when it landed. I wonder if I could get it to bite again. I don't know if it got hooks or not. Man. Wow. Alright guys, I just lost a Mondo bass over here, and then immediately after that my camera overheated, and so I had to let that cool down. But I'm thinking maybe it would have given this bass a chance to calm down a little bit too. Maybe I could get back on it. I'm really hoping. That was a nice fish. Can't even tell how big this fish is. Oh, it's a good fish. That's a nice smallie. Hell yeah. It's a really nice smallie. All right. Ouch. Definitely the longest fish of the day. I think the first one I caught was a little fatter, but this one's definitely longer and fired up. Let's go. Beautiful hook set too. Hell yeah. Very beautiful fish. Might have been that one I caught or hooked up with before, actually. I'm not really sure. Wow, it's slimy though for a smallie. All right, guys, let's get this beautiful bass back in the water. I'm stoked for this catch. Heck yeah. Cool. Okay, do a little better this time. There it is. That's the money. It's a good fish. Let's go. Oh, nice smallie. Hell yeah. These smallies are crushing these Ned rigs today. Chew, and they're fired up. This one's quite a bit shorter than the last one. But still a nice fish. Let's go, guys. Heck yeah. Not bad at all for being one of the smaller ones of the day. Let's go. Alright guys, let's get this smallie back in the water. Awesome. Man, guys, I wasn't even recording. I freaking tossed my line out and hooked up with a nice smallie. Wow. Oh no. Well, y'all saw that. That was a big old smallie. That was probably, wow, that was probably the biggest fish of the day. That's kind of a bummer. It just spit me. Man, that was pretty tight, guys. Chewed my worm up. I gotta change worms. Wow. That was a bummer. I lost it. Well, that was a big bummer, guys. I just lost an absolute monster smallie on one of these little Finesse TRD Ned rigs. That might have actually been my biggest smallie ever. That was a really big smallmouth bass, and like I'm trying not to be a super poor sport about it because I caught all those other decent fish today, but that freaking hurts. That was a really nice bass. So definitely kind of hit right now, but trying to stay on the positive. It's been a pretty good day, and there's definitely still a chance of getting on another bite. But yeah, I mean, any of you guys that fish regularly know how much it hurts to lose something big like that. Man, that fish definitely just bit. All right, let's try that again. Come on, one. Let's go. Nothing too big, but nothing big at all. But it's a fish. Let's go. Smallest of the day, but I'll take it. Just a dinky guy. But hey, fish is a fish, right? All mouth bassing for a reason. Let's go, guys. All right, time to get the release on this dinky guy. All right, time to get on a bigger one. Alright guys, I had to re-rig because I got on a snag and doled my hook all up. I'm actually going to go around this little point and try casting out by this cover. There's a really nice sunken tree out here that I would think would produce a bite or two if I cast out near it. There's got to be some big bass sitting next to that thing. Kind of a pain. On one. Let's go. I love that. They like hitting these Ned rigs before they even hit the bottom. It's a nice fish again. Alright, not huge or anything, but they're coming out here long and skinny. I think that's I want to say my 6th smallie of the day. Yeah, they're coming out here shaped like largies. Longer and skinnier. Still a decent fish, probably about a 1 pounder. I'll take it. Trying to get some decent lighting. There we go. There's the good lighting. All right. Halfway decent fish. All right, guys, let's get this fish back in the water. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Wow. He was ready to go. Good fish. Real good fish. That's a nice largie. Let's go, guys. All right, let's freaking go. Good largie. All right, guys, check out this largie. Real nice fish, probably a good 2 pounder, maybe a little more even. It's got quite a bit of girth to it. It's actually got a really deformed upper lip. I don't know if it got caught and lost part of it or what. It's kind of wild looking. Real nice fish though. All right, guys, let's get this bass back in the water. Awesome. There's a good fish. Let's go. Wow, not that good of a fish. Holy crap, that thing was fighting for being so small. What the heck? What a fighter. I thought this was gonna be, I don't know, I thought it was definitely gonna be twice the size of this at least. That's crazy. This little thing was amped up, absolutely pulling. I mean, it was taking drag, and my drag isn't even that loose right now. That's insane. What a tough little fish. Cool. Alright, guys, let's get this little guy back in the water. I can't believe this thing's so small. I thought it was gonna be big. What a fight. Alright guys, I think that's it for me for today. Had a good morning. getting pretty hot out, and I've been here for a long time. I'm getting hungry, so I think I'm gonna call it a day. And yeah, see you guys on the next one. Well, I really couldn't have asked for a better day of summertime post-spawn bass fishing. I mean, fishing from the banks, having a day like that is absolutely awesome. Those little Finesse TRDs do some work. I really like those baits in quite a few different colors, and I like a few of the other Z-Man plastic baits like that too. That Elastec is some pretty awesome stuff. So definitely had a great day. I caught multiple species, I caught several bass, pretty nice ones too. Ended up hooking up with that giant and losing it. You know, got some pretty awesome footage for you guys. So I just had a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, and I really don't have a ton else to say about it. Other than that, I mean, as always, thank you guys so much for watching another episode, and thank you for sticking around till the end. If you do enjoy my content, please go ahead and hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one, and I'll see you on the water.